Hey, everybody. It's Marty Bahama causing a lot of drama. I'm not sure what you just said, Kamikaze. Something about getting started. Let me know how that volume is, please. Hey, you're there. God, you're quick. You're faster than I am. You was on live before I got on live somehow. So tonight we're going to be talking about, I love it. We're going to be talking about the buzz loop. The buzz loop and some great success stories from today and some great advice from today. A lot of great advice from real estate agents in the middle of our messages on Messenger through the buzz loop. Ron Daly gives some great advice to some real estate agents that are just getting started with this, trying to find the right direction. And he said that one of his strongest things he said is when you're messaging people, well, first of all, do what Marty says. He says this right here. So do what Marty says, LOL. But that's a fact. Do what me and Kamikaze come up with for sure. It's good volume. Awesome. Don Marie. I appreciate that. Thank you. And guys, when you come in, turn down the gain a little bit. Hey, we'll do it. Oh, I think I turned it right. I think it should be right. How's that? Is that better? So when you guys come in, I need you guys to give us a like. And I need you to click the notification bell. If you've not done that, give us a like and click the notification bell. Subscribe if you've not subscribed yet. But Ron Daly said, now I had it right here pulled up, and of course I lost it again. So he said, do what Marty says, LOL. Also be a person, not a salesman to your clients. Now that goes with whatever business you're in. It doesn't matter. And it doesn't matter if you're a real estate agent, a loan originator, insurance agent, car salesman. It doesn't matter. When you're in a message with somebody, first of all, just like my title says here, once you get them in the messenger loop, once you get the buzz loop going, once you got them in messenger, it's now your client. That is now your client. You're going to assume that sale, no matter what. No matter what you're selling, you're not going to say, "Do you care? Do you want to? Would you? Will you?" You're just going to give them the right directions. So, for example, the way I teach the real estate agents and the loan originators, number one, if real estate agents out there posting, when a realtor posts looking for applicants, or hey, everyone, I'm a local realtor here. I finally found a lender that goes down to a 620 credit score. Who's ready to buy a house? Like, comment for info. When those people start saying info, you send them your message. Now you've got that message with them. And once they have read your message, or once they've seen it, or once they've accepted your friend request, guess what? Now you can create a group with that person. And that's the first thing you need to do when they meet the qualifications, when they meet that question you're asking. That's the first thing you need to do is say, hey, perfect. So if you send them the question, thanks for commenting on my home buying post. What's up, Carmen? What's up? Finishing your PBG. I love it. Personal branding group. And I'm telling you, that is exactly where this is a true story. You can go check this out for yourself. If you're not a part of the new real estate agents group, new real estate agents, it's got 46,000 people in it. Jennifer Romano is the admin of that group, and she literally just posted not even an hour ago how her last 3 closings have all come from the buzz out of her personal branding group, straight from her homes for sale group. I'm telling you, life changing. Good job, Carmen. Do me a favor, give us a like. Be sure to click the bell to get notifications, and anybody else, please do that too. So today we had our meeting with our every Tuesday at 10 a.m. We have a Zoom meeting with all of our loan originators. And now since we've got 8 or 9 satellite branches out there, we're getting quite a few loan originators on board with us. And one of the biggest topics that come up that we were talking about is when you're in Messenger and you're talking to somebody, you got to kind of guide them a little bit. Ashley Calder, and one of our newest satellite branch managers, going to be great for sure. she brought up a great point. Sometimes you can't let the client dictate what's going to happen because they're not the ones that's making this magic happen. So, for example, in the real estate world, we had a client who insisted on a 203K loan. Then it turned out the 203K loan wasn't a possibility, but they were so big on it. And it wasn't nothing on our end. It was the house. There was just too much damage, too much stuff needed to be done. The 203K loan wasn't going to get up to par. You only go so high on those 203K loans as far as cash out. But it was a matter of actually saying, hey, look, this is not the right loan. It's not going to work. Get out there and find a house that doesn't need a 203K loan. And sure enough, even though that person had their heart set on that house that was pretty much beat up, run down, going to take a lot to do, they said, you're right. And they went out and put another contract. She's already got a contract on the house. And that happens because sometimes you've got to kind of guide them in the right direction. If somebody comes to me and they're like, hey, I want to get finance for a manufactured house. Me personally, I don't have anything against manufactured houses. I've lived in a single wide. I've lived in a double wide before. I mean, as long as there's not any tornadoes, no tornadoes, and there's a pretty big ditch around the corner, like Dusty Slay says, you got to have a ditch next to those trailer parks. But I do tell people that the financing is a lot tougher because there's a lot more involved, a lot more fees getting a search engineer report. The appraisals are more expensive. So a lot of times these clients will invest $1,000 before they even know they can get approved. So me personally, I put them on a path of finding a stick built house. Hey, I know you want this manufactured house. I see it comes with some property, but I need you to get out there and find a regular house. If you want me to do the financing, you want this to go smooth, you're going to have to find me a stick built house. Now, real estate agents, of course, we started off teaching realtors and loan officers how to use this buzz. When it comes to that messenger group, and now you've asked that question, hey, thanks for commenting on my home buying post. Do you have that 620 or 580 or whatever you asked credit score? It all depends on what lender you're working with. When that person responds yes, and you send them that message, you know the rules. Go back to Facebook, message sent. If you don't see it, message me and you will. But get back to your direct message with that person. And now you need to take control. You need to take control as of when they say yes to that question, you need to say, perfect. I'm going to connect you to my lender. They're going to get you approved. And in the meantime, let me know what area you want to buy in, what school zone, what type of house. Do you want a pool? Do you want a basement? So you start asking all those questions. And keep in mind, guys, this is still all in Messenger. And I'm telling you, one thing I really love about Messenger, some honey butts. One thing I love about Messenger is the fact that it's uninvasive. You don't feel like you're stepping on anybody's toes or making anybody upset when you send a message through Messenger. Where if it's 10 or 11 o'clock at night, I probably ain't going to send a regular text, but I've sent plenty of messages through Messenger at 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning with no problem whatsoever. When you create that Messenger group and you put everybody in that loop, next thing you know, the communication, you start seeing it. You start seeing how everybody communicates with each other. And you're like, wow, it's amazing. I mean, it's amazing that you don't have to have the email chains, the phone calls with 2 or 3 people on one call. Hey, 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 if you come in here and I didn't see you, give me a thumbs up. Give me a thumbs up. I see we got a few more joining in. And be sure to like this and be sure to subscribe and click the bell for notifications. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. Be sure to check out the new real estate agents group. Jennifer Romano's post she just put out there an hour ago. Last 3 closings that came from the buzz. But what Ron Daly said about being a real person and not too salesy through Messenger is a big key for all of us. No matter what business you're in, I've seen insurance agents send some of the craziest messages, some of the very kind of, you could say, stuffy, very salesy or very dry. You know, it's sometimes it's hard to explain, but me, on the other hand, when I'm messaging people, sometimes I'll put in the LOLs, smiley faces. You know, now when it comes to my post, I keep all that kind of stuff out. But when it comes to my messages, sometimes you can show some personality, some of your own personality through the way you message people. So you start thinking about what are they looking at. So when I'm messaging somebody, hey, what are they seeing here? How do I want them to see this message? Because one thing's for sure, if anybody on this earth has made a lot of mistakes, hey, 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 Rob St. John, what's up? What's up? What's up, buddy? Hey, do me a favor, Rob. Give me a like, click the notification bell, tell somebody about the buzz tomorrow. And Rob, let's get on a Zoom call in the next day or two. I've got that monster Louisville group, and I'm telling you, man, I don't mind it. I don't mind a bit to put you right on top of it. Make sure you get plenty of business up there. Get on a Zoom call with me one on one. Message me anytime, and we're going to make that happen. One of the things I do for all the Buzz team members for sure is I've got groups galore. You can go to Human Energy Buzz page. It's about the only time I'll recommend anybody to go to our page. But you can go to our page and you can see all the groups that we have full control of. That's linked to our page. You can just click on the groups tab. And I know Rob, for example, in Louisville, I'm pretty sure I've got a couple of groups out there. I'm almost positive I do. And if not, I know I'm a moderator of two or three more groups out there too. But we got groups in 30 something states in multiple countries out there. If you're a Buzz team member, you can be a moderator in any of our groups. You can post freely in any of our groups. We're talking about 2.5 million people, if not more, here in the United States. That is a lot of reach. And I don't care what you're posting. I hope it's about, if you're a realtor or loan officer, I hope it's about trying to find clients for that. But even if you had a side business, I ain't going to micromanage that stuff. Post freely. Give a Don Marie, our Buzz manager. She will get you in. She'll help you get in those groups. She'll help you become moderators of those groups. So getting back into that message, getting back to that message there. Think good advice, kamikaze. Getting back to getting back to the messenger, and creating that messenger group. You know, once you've done this, now all of a sudden you have created urgency. You created urgency because everybody's in that messenger group, and that client knows that. So it doesn't matter what you're doing, no matter what you're selling. If you create a messenger group, so for example, you're messaging somebody, and they say, "Hey, I want to. Can you connect me with somebody in your department?" And you've got a messenger group with everybody, or if you got this person a friend on Facebook, you could easily create a messenger group and add anybody in there. No problem at all. Once you add them in there, you say something, you introduce them. So, like for example, our loan originators, once they get somebody pre-approved, then all of a sudden, if they're finding a real estate agent for this person, they'll say, "Hey, do I need to help you find a realtor?" Most times it's either yes or I've got my own realtor. But then they'll say, if they say yes, I need one. As soon as they get them pre-approved, they'll have that realtor picked out. They'll click on that client's name in Messenger. They'll create a group and they'll add that real estate agent in there. And they'll say, "Hey, here's so and so. They're pre-approved. Get out there and find them a house." And then all of a sudden, even though there's still a messenger group there, that real estate agent sends them a friend request. We want to be friends with anybody's going to be our possible clients, first of all. Sends them a friend request through Facebook. And what I love about us finding all these people on Facebook, they know about Facebook and they know about messengers. That's where we're finding them at. They know all about it. Yes, yes, yes. I love it. I love it, Rob St. John. I love it, buddy. Let me know, man. I'm telling you, we can make some stuff happen up there in Louisville and all over the place. For sure, for sure. But I'll tell you, we have won over a lot of realtors' hearts at Southwest Funding for using the buzz and the buzz loop. Using the buzz loop and connecting them to the processors, having a client, the real estate agent, everybody in there together inside this messenger group, and seeing this constant form of communication, and watching these cartoon houses, which is what we do for the buzz loop. We change these cartoon houses to represent where we are in this process. of the loan buying process or home buying process. And then the next thing you know, you'll notice that the telephone calls will start cutting down. You won't waste 10, 20 minutes, 30 minutes. We're all busy these days. It's hard to get on one telephone call with somebody, and that telephone call could be simple. Hey, I just want to make sure you got this email. And the next thing you know, it gets into a long conversation. You start answering questions you didn't really have no idea was going to start hitting you. Where as a buzz loop takes that stress off of you, takes that pressure off of you because it's all done in that messenger group and you can see it. And the client knows that. The client knows everybody can see it. So what do? They hurry up. One of the biggest slowdowns for any of us in these businesses. Hey, hey, hey. What's up? Hi, Hamburger. I like them. Epic. What's up? What's up? What's up? So anything in this businesses that really kind of slow us down a lot of times, it's usually the customers. No matter what type of business you're in, it's the customers getting their stuff together, making it happen. Especially if you're in any kind of financing business where they've got to actually get their paperwork together. They got to find all their documents. So I'm watching these messenger groups and I'm telling you guys, I've got thousands of them. Thousands of them. Michael Hicks, Buzz Team Realtor, Jackson, Tennessee, reached out to me in time and confirmed the Buzz is awesome. He had, after a year and a half, 18,000 messages in his messenger from different people. That means I must have 180,000. Because I'm nonstop messaging all the time, and teaching our loan originators and the real estate agents how to work with each other inside this messenger has changed the game for us. It has really helped out Neil in South Carolina. It's helped him win over gobs of realtors that keep hearing about him. First of all, he's amazing. He can get the loans done, and he can save a lot of loans. They're calling him now for loans that might not have happened somewhere else, that they either died over there or whatever. Now they come to him, and he's getting the loans closed. But they love him for that buzz loop more than anything because they've never seen nothing like it, and they've had multiple people tell him, "I have never seen this kind of communication from anybody." And it's one reason that I say, "Hey, you can get a hold of me from 8 a.m. to 3 a.m. almost always. You can send me a message through Messenger. I'm always looking at this messenger because I'm watching, first of all, our loan originators have these conversations with clients. I want to make sure that these conversations are good conversations most of the time. And I want to make sure there's nothing bad going on, but they know one thing about the messenger, they kind of treat it like it's an email. So they say the same things they would say in an email. And that's how basically I said it from the beginning. Look, when you start intertwining different people from different companies together inside this messenger group with your client, because you can have a messenger group, and I've seen it. We've sent a messenger group with the title company, the transaction coordinator, the real estate agents, both of them, the processors, the loan originator. That's a lot of people. And I've seen other messenger groups, the Buzz Loop, with insurance agents, the real estate agents, the loan originator, the client. As people get more used to these messenger groups, all of a sudden you're going to see a lot of people switch over to them because Facebook for the last 2 years, 2.5 years, has completely changed their focus from connecting friends and family to creating these communities with these Facebook groups and now making messenger groups amazing and messenger amazing. So join the buzz if you're not part of the buzz. Make sure you like this. Give me some likes. Hit that notification bell. The buzz loop is a very small part of what we teach, but it's a very amazing part. It's changed the game for us, and it really has. We've got 40 plus loan officers, and in different states, we've got four processors total for these loan officers, and the communication that's happening in these messenger groups, that buzz loop, is just so amazing because it is allowing us to stay on top of it, to not get behind. Where most loan companies out there, most mortgage companies out there, that's definitely not using the buzz loop because we invented it. They get behind. They get people upset. They don't stay on top of their stuff as much because everything's being done by email. or it's being done by not really by fax as much, but fax to email and telephone calls. And a lot of times, if somebody sends over to income docs to you, for example, and you're counting on that person to call you and say, "Hey, did you get them?" And let's say they try to call and you're on the other line. Now all of a sudden they don't even know if you got them. They forget about it. You forget about it. 4 or 5 days pass by. Nobody even knows what's going on. With the buzz loop, it changes that game because now you can see everybody who's messaged you. You can, when you add somebody to a messenger group, they can see everything that was said. I've got one messenger group with 200 and something people in it. And I think that was our cap, like maybe 250, 260. And I created another one for our Buzz team members for that direct, constant communication. All right, guys. I hope that helps. See you guys tomorrow night. We'll be talking about more about the personal branding groups. Be on here, 10 p.m. Eastern. See you, see you, see you. Like it, notifications. Tell somebody about the Buzz today. You'll do us all a favor.